time to make some super spicy chicken wings. Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Food Experience. Today's experience, I'm going to be making some air-fried chicken wings, and I'm going to be using the Kalorik Maxx air fryer oven. Love this thing. I bought a couple pounds of chicken wings directly from the butcher counter at my local supermarket. Since this is my first time making chicken wings in the air fryer, I used Google. I went to a bunch of different recipe sites, and it looks like a lot of the sites are calling for the same type of thing, at least to start the wings with. And they suggest you use a tablespoon of cornstarch, and then you could add spices and or pepper and salt, that type of thing. So first I'm going to go with that method and get the chicken wings ready, because I'm going to prepare some of them differently. First thing I'm going to do is put the cornstarch, salt, and pepper, and also some hot pepper in this mixing bowl. I'm using Clever Girl cornstarch. Here goes a tablespoon of cornstarch. Also, I'm going to add some Himalayan pink salt. Also some Oakwood smoked pepper. I like a lot of pepper. Lastly, I'm going to be adding some Trinidad Moruga scorpion powder from the Sonoran Spice Company. You certainly don't need to do this step. It's only to make it really nice and hot, the way I like it. And I'm just kind of guesstimating on the salt and pepper and the hot pepper. Next, I'm going to take a whisk and whisk it all together. Next, we're going to go ahead and add some chicken wings. And that's about full capacity of that round. So next, go ahead and give them a good toss. Maybe even do it by hand a little bit. And from what I'm reading, this will make it so the chicken wings come out a little bit crispy. All right, gonna remove the wings. And you know, I don't even think you need to like toss them like that. Just kind of coat them a little bit, you know? And I think that's sufficient for what I'm gonna try tonight. So what do we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 wings, an odd number. All right, I got some fresh garlic at the store today. And first thing to do is get the cloves out of there. So I usually use a can, kind of break it up. Makes it easier to get these things apart. All right, that looks like enough garlic for my intentions. Next, I'm going to apply the rub onto the chicken wings. Coat it nicely. And then add a little bit of garlic on top of that. I love garlic. So I'm going to do that to a couple more. Do that off camera. And these are big wings, by the way, if you could tell. They're really nice sized wings. So I got 4 of them with a dry rub. And we're going to go ahead and get those going first. Next, I'm going to go ahead and turn it on to air fry. You don't need to use the one that says chicken. It really doesn't matter. And I'm going to do a 10-minute preheat. Set it at 45 minutes. And I'm going to set it for 350. I'm going to let it go. So next I'm going to go ahead and arrange the chicken in the basket. Like I said, these are large wings, like super large wings. And the recipe I was looking at, they don't tell you to put this seasoning. I just came up with this on my own, but they say to keep the wings apart from each other and let them go for 35 minutes. Let's go ahead and let the oven finish warming up. It's very important that you preheat the oven. All right, it's been preheated for 10 minutes. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the air fryer basket in the regular air frying position. Notice I do have the drip pan installed. Very important that you do that so nothing drips onto the heating elements. Going to close it up. And when it's halfway through, then I'm going to go ahead and turn the wings over once. All right, so they're about halfway done. Going to go ahead and flip them over. Looks like they're coming along pretty nicely. For the other side, I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit more of the rub on there. And let's go ahead and throw them back in. All right, time's up. Let's go ahead and remove them and do a quick temperature check. I think they're probably done. Hopefully not too done, but we'll find out. Yeah, they went way too hot. Probably cook them a lot less next time. So I'm going to go ahead and put them on my plate, and then we're going to sample them. They're definitely nice and crispy, I'll tell you that. I could just tell. All right, so here are the wings, and I'm going to try. First, I'm going to try a plain. Hopefully, they're not too well done, and then I'm going to try some of this muerte por mole from High Desert Sauce Co. Really good mole sauce. So, yeah, I just hope these didn't get killed. You know, we're going to find out though. Maybe I should have checked them after a half hour or something like that. But let's give it a try. Oh, that rub is good. They probably could have gone out like 5 minutes earlier. I will say that. And, you know, it's kind of a learning curve when you're working with a new air fryer. Plus, I've never made wings in the air fryer before. I had another air fryer for 3 years. Never did try wings in it. And these are delicious. They really are. But wait, there's more. Let's try some of the mole sauce. Gonna use one of the flats. That was a drum. And this sauce is like so super thick. You really got to kind of encourage it to come out. There we go. Oh, I bet this is going to be good. It was already pretty good. Oh, that's bomb. And it definitely had a good amount of heat to it. I could have used more, but I think for the average person, the way I did it, it would have been a good, nice, spicy wing for you. Definitely going to try these again and cook them a little bit less. But they still do have some moisture to them left. They're not totally dried out. I've had worse. Tell you that. So yeah, there we go. That's going to wrap it up for the dry rub. Let's move on to a couple different marinades I'm going to make. For the next set of wings, I got 2 different things going on. They're still both going to be spicy because I'm all about that spice life. So one of them, I'm going to make some teriyaki wings, but first I'm going to put a bunch of this, and it's super thick. Look at that. It's like a glaze, okay? I'm going to put it in this bowl, and I'm going to add some Carolina Reaper powder to it. And for the other batch, I'm going to use this Tikk-Hot Masala. And this one is from High Desert Sauce Company. Love this sauce. And what I'm going to do is first warm up the Kalorik Maxx air fryer. And this time, let's see, gonna set it for 35 minutes so I can preheat it for 10. And I'm gonna cook these at 400 degrees. I'm experimenting with different temperatures and times. It just seems like there's different recipes out there on the internet, and they all tell you different cooking times and temps. And the last one ran a little bit too long, so maybe this one with higher heat but less time will work better. So let's go ahead and set it to go, and as soon as the preheat time is up, I'll go ahead and throw her in. And this one I'm not going to pre-marinate because it's just going to come out too crusty, and I want it to be kind of juicy. So what I'm going to do is cook the chicken pretty much all the way, and then I'm going to marinate it and, you know, put it on pretty heavy, and then throw it back in for about 2 minutes. So it gets sticky and stuff, but not hard, you know? So here we go. Let's go ahead and put her in the air fryer. Going in the regular air fryer position, just like the last batch, 25 minutes, 400 degrees. Here we go. While it's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and take the teriyaki sauce, put a good portion of it in the bowl, and then I'm going to take some Carolina Reaper powder, also from Sonoran Spice Co. And I'm going to put a decent amount in there. Wow, I got it on my hand. But yeah, there we go. A real decent amount. It's going to make it a super spicy teriyaki. This should be good. And then I'm going to take a fork and blend it all in together. And this powder's hot. It's legit hot. I mean, if you did it by itself, say you put it like into some like cup of noodles or something like that, and you put a good portion, it would be ripping hot, definitely. And let's give a taste of this real quick, see what it's like. It's got that sweet, good teriyaki. There's sesame seeds in there. Oh yeah, and I want to tell you about the last chicken. Totally forgot to mention it. With all that fresh garlic I put on, there was like some good garlic presence with it. It was so good. This has got some heat, but I'm going to add a little bit more. Trying to achieve something that's like really going to make me sweat, you know? Because if it doesn't make you sweat, it's just not hot enough. At least as far as I'm concerned. Alright, let's try it now. Oh yeah, that's better. That's way better. So, alright. That's all ready to go. Just got to wait for these wings to finish. And then I'm going to put that on like half of them. And this Tikk-Hot Masala on the other half. I think it's an odd number. Maybe not a half. But yeah, we'll check it out. Alright, it's about halfway. I'm going to go ahead and give them a flip like I did last time. Yeah, these things are definitely cooking up a lot hotter. You could just tell. And the top is getting crispy and the bottom is not. So it's just like the perfect time to flip these guys over. And the ones that were in the back I'm going to put towards the front. I'm going to swap it around. And let's go ahead and throw it back in. And away it goes. And as soon as that's done, I'll go ahead and marinate it. And yeah, check right back with you. Oh boy, they look good. Nice golden brown. Let's see what we're looking at here. Oh yeah, see, these are already way hot. I think the Kalorik cooks a lot more aggressively than some of the other air fryers, you know. Let's go ahead and put some sauce on these things, right? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put 4 of them in this dish right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and slather them with the teriyaki. Looks like I made the exact amount of sauce that was going to be needed too. That's pretty cool. That's like a bonus dealio right there. Alright, let me set that aside. Rub these around a little bit. Gonna go ahead and put them back in the basket. Gonna take the next 3, the only 3 I have left. And we're gonna cover them good with this Tikk-Hot Masala. Some good sauce right here. Let's give these a little flip over. And let me get the remaining side. And this sauce is pretty hot. It's got some good heat to it, but it's got amazing flavor to it. Let's go ahead and add those in. And I'm going to throw them back in for, I don't know, probably just under 2 minutes. There we go. While that's going, a little cleanup. A lot more cleanup to do after this. Using Dawn Power Wash. This stuff works so good. Alright, join you back in a minute. Alright, I think that's good enough. Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks really good. Let's go ahead and remove these. Alright, it's time to sample these lovely wings right here. The temperature and the cooking time, I'm definitely going to be revising. And this video is kind of like my own personal notes of what I did. So, that being said, let's give these a try. Oh, that's good. This is the Tikk-Hot Masala. These are a little juicier than the first batch. I can tell they're a little bit juicier. That sauce has got some kick. It's good. Mmm. Delicious. Let me tell you what's in this stuff, because they only use like real good ingredients, no preservatives. So what we got is Roma tomato, unsweetened coconut milk, green chili, onion, ghost pepper, white vinegar, agave nectar, tomato paste, garlic, fresh ginger, Carolina Reaper, kosher salt, peppercorns, cumin seed, garam masala, turmeric, coriander, and apple cider vinegar. This stuff is delicious. I've never had like real authentic garam masala before, so whatever it is, if it's anything like this, I mean, this is just delicious. Plus, it's got the super hot peppers. You got the Carolina Reaper. You got the ghost pepper. It's definitely leaving a nice sting in my mouth, but it's not painfully hot where I'm like on fire and I'm going to panic, you know? It's just the right amount of heat. So now let's go ahead and dip into the teriyaki. These ones are a little stickier, I could tell, from that glaze. Here goes. Oh, man. My gosh, those are delicious. They're still piping hot. Don't know if you can see the steam coming off them. These are big wings. They're really big. I can imagine if they were like the smaller wings, they'd probably be burnt to a crisp. Boy, those are good. Wow. That was perfect. I mean, this has definitely got a little bit more heat than the first, the Tikk Masala. This is definitely hotter. When I put all that Reaper powder, I'm feeling a total mouth burn. My lips are stinging. Feels good, man. I just love that feeling. I personally do. And it's definitely making me sweat some. I don't know if you could see my head, but I'm definitely getting nice and sweaty. So I think we're going to tow this one out of here. Overall, it was a success. I'm just going to revamp the cooking time a little bit, but I'm real happy with the results. Definitely worked out well with the Kalorik Maxx air fryer. For all my Kalorik Maxx air fryer enthusiasts, this is something to definitely try. Just shorten the cooking time by like maybe 5 minutes on each one from what I did. And I bet you it'll come out just like exactly that perfect amount. These ones are still juicy though. They're juicier than the first set. Well, that's getting me by the throat now, that Reaper. But yeah, definitely like what I did. And I hope you enjoy my video, you know. If you do, go ahead and hit that like. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. What do you got to lose? Got all kinds of cool adventures with the Maxx coming up. I got some other stuff that I do. I review hot sauces. I review fast food places. Regular snacks, I mean, all kinds of different things, anything food related. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you guys have something you'd like to see me do, let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, and if it's something I could do, I'd be glad to take it on and give it a shot, you know? So with that said, I think we're going to buzz out of here. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to drop me a line below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And have a stellar evening. Be excellent. And most of all, remember me, I'm KJ Andy O, your food experience host with the most. Take care, my fine folks, and I'll see you next time. Laters.